Welcome to the Games and Giggles Podcast with Gabi and Denise, where we explore the gaming world together with a few side quests along the way.
Denise is a hobbit who accidentally took a spaceship to Skyrim. She's a character who can be slightly bewildered at her surroundings, in games or in life, but always comes out as a knight in shining armor, or at least when she doesn't trip over her own 2 feet.
Gabi is a wood elf who ended up in shooters. She looks a bit out of place, too graceful for a gun and too sweet for war, but don't get fooled by her calm demeanor. Even as a support, she sure packs a punch.
Together, we hope to give you a unique and cheery view on video games. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Games and Giggles podcast with myself, Gabi.
And with me, Denise. Hi.
Welcome back everyone. It's been a little while. Since our last episode, we're very sorry about that, but we had a little break over the summer, so we decided just to not record as much and enjoy our summer as much as we can due to all the conditions that we've been facing this year. Let's put it like that.
It's not like we could have gone on holiday or something.
If anything, this was the year we could have done the podcast. No.
I guess, but it just didn't have that feel about it, right? It wasn't like a summer to be productive, I think.
Oh, no.
At least not for me.
No. So that's what we're actually going to talk to you guys about. We're going to update you guys, what we did do in the summer and the games that we've been playing, things that we've been enjoying. But also we will have some time, hopefully, to talk a little bit about the PS5 release, because we've got some info this week, some games that are launching, so I'm excited to just sort of talk about that as well with you, and just kind of our hopes and dreams for the new console. But before we get into that, Denise, how was your summer?
My summer was great. I actually had proper holiday. Again, I wasn't away. I didn't really do anything as in like anything holiday like, but I did have a lot of time off, which felt really, really nice. Because I haven't had that in a while. And I played some games and I played a lot of D&D. So much. How about you, Gabi?
I think our summers are basically like identical this year, because I also had quite a lot of time off work, obviously due to COVID this year. I didn't have as many lessons, so a lot of time at home. We also just stayed. We didn't really leave to go anywhere, but it was also quite nice. At times it was a bit like, oh my god, what am I gonna do today, because I've done like everything I want to at this point, But so much D&D this year. Like this year I will definitely just remember, like if my kids ask me like 20 years from now, like, oh, what did you do in 2020? So Corona was a thing.
What did you do through the like defining crisis of 2020?
Just play D&D. Like that's all we did.
D&D all day.
That's how you survive.
All night long.
Yeah. That's how you survive. So actually, maybe we could update everyone as well, because since the last episode when we talked about D&D, it was more about you sort of being the DM, right? That was your first experience and we were still very new to it. And now I can say, we've had some hours put into it.
We must have, I don't know, I'd say probably over both campaigns. We're probably like at 50-60 hours at least.
Like definitely, maybe even more. I don't know. I
can't calculate, so I don't really want to go
I'm
over it.
Sure, even just our not your campaign, but the one we share, like Sam's campaign. I think that's over 60 hours on its own. I'm not kidding. We did a lot.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I think we've been like a 10 session at our campaign, and probably more at the other one.
Absolutely.
So again, we have this one campaign where I DM, and then we have another campaign where Gabi and I are both players, and then a friend of ours DMs, and we played that one a lot. Like he homebrewed everything. We played it so much, like until 3 a.m. I think
was
twice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some
And
long
like up to like
sessions.
2-3 sessions a week
Yeah.
sometimes.
But I think that was the positive, that we were all, not all of us weren't working, but at least the three of us weren't working.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everyone else was quite flexible with it. So we were really able to
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of time into it. And I don't know, it was
Yeah.
just such a fun time. Like we were so into it. And yeah, obviously now it's again about finding the balance because we're all going back to work. So it's like, okay, when can
Mm-hmm.
we do it? We can't go until like 3 a.m. of course anymore, which is a shame.
No, no.
Um, but yeah, while it lasted, it was a great summer. Yeah,
Yeah. And like we managed, and that was the nice thing. I think because we played so much
yeah,
and so often for so long, we just kind of really got into it deeply.
yeah,
Like at a point I couldn't think about anything else
yeah,
during the day. I was just like, oh yes, my character, and then she's gonna do this,
yeah.
and if this happens, I'll do that.
It's so true. I feel like for a
Mm.
certain point as well, like I think I talked about this in the last one already, but I just feel like because
Mm-hmm.
now I have two different characters as well. And I actually really like the character that I play for Sam's campaign as well, because
Mm-hmm.
she's not so different from me, but she's very extrovert, very sort of silly and absent-minded sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
but it was
Mm-hmm.
so funny because over the summer I feel like I've
Yeah.
played her so much, I basically morphed into her, and sometimes like I would just talk as my
Yeah.
character, like just to Mark or something, like my boyfriend, and he's like, okay, like, is that you,
That's
Hafira?
amazing.
Is this like what's happening here? It was
Oh, that's
just, yeah,
amazing.
it
Yeah.
was so like spontaneous as well. That's the scary thing. I was like becoming my character. Like, after
That's
the 3
great.
a.m.
Oh my
session, I
god.
went to bed and I just woke up. Okay, I'm Hafira now. I'm my character, Hafira.
Never going back.
Yeah.
I don't think that could happen to me because my character is like so much smarter than I am. So I can't morph into her. Like, I just don't have the intelligence to do that.
I think it goes both ways, Denise. It can go both ways. More stupid,
I
more
don't know.
smart, doesn't matter. But yeah,
But yeah.
no, it was a lot of fun. And yeah,
Mm.
what do you think about D&D now? Like since the last sort of episode that we did, just about DMing
Yeah,
as
I
well.
mean,
And yeah.
I've made a lot more experience with
Mm,
DMing. I kind of realized that it will be really hard to like
yeah.
prepare the sessions now that I have like a life again
Yeah.
and things are continuing. I still do like it.
Mm,
I realized for myself, I think that maybe when I DM in the future, I'll probably go less with pre-prepared adventures,
yeah.
which are cool too and make it a lot easier to prepare. But I think I'd prefer to do something homebrewed
Mm-hmm.
at some point.
Yeah.
But for now, I just can't say that I don't see myself having the time till after my exams in January to even prepare anything
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I really feel into it. Like with all the time playing with Sam, playing that character who I've come to love so
Mm-hmm.
much
Yeah.
that I think that's a crazy thing because this is like the longest I've been in any campaign or the most time I've
Ah,
spent in
okay.
any campaign as a player,
Yeah.
and I'm like so emotionally invested in it. And
Yeah.
sometimes I think about how my character might die, and Sam's made it clear from the beginning there will be no
No.
resurrection. So the character dies, it's dead.
Yeah.
And I know, like, if that happens, I will
Yeah.
cry
Oh,
and
me
I will
too.
not recover for a long
Oh,
time,
me
which is
too.
fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I don't know. I just started to love D&D so much. I'm so into it now,
Yeah.
and I think that's something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Definitely.
I'd marry
Yeah.
D&D
Yeah.
if I could.
I'd
Our
come to the
relationship is
wedding.
at that level
Yeah.
now.
I'll,
So how about you?
yeah. No, honestly, it's the same. I think for me, it's yeah, like I said, it just made my summer this year. It definitely did. It was such a nice
Mhm.
hobby to have, and also because I feel like it's different than, let's say, the time you spend just playing a game, because you
Mhm.
still have that really lovely socializing with your friends. It's just a moment for everyone to come together at the end of the week or at whatever time and just spend some time together. And it's like, it's
Yeah.
just lovely. I don't know, it's a nice way to sort of forget for a moment, okay, what problems we actually have going on right now, you know? So I
Mm-hmm.
love it for that. It's just such a nice escape. I had so much fun with it, and yeah, I feel the same about my characters. Like if either of them died, I'd be, and especially in Sam's campaign because you cannot resurrect someone, so that to
Mm-hmm.
me is terrifying. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with my character as well, I'm going through a development now where she's trying to become a bit more brave and
Mm-hmm.
like just like she likes the
Yeah.
danger, and at the same time I'm like, no, like I must keep her safe, and then on the other hand I'm like, no, this is her character progression, so just
Mm-hmm.
like, you get so invested in it, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing is, like, you really like. I feel like you can really tell how your character is getting his own or her own life.
yeah,
I felt that with my character because she basically, she got as a character she actually got called back from the dead, which was like an exception, so not that's not gonna happen again. And she used to be a different person when before
yeah.
she died, and like I didn't even like consciously decide this,
Mm.
but in my head I just feel like in my head like these two personalities of this one character are
Yeah,
clashing, and I can tell like she's like sometimes like her old persona is coming through, sometimes she's more like her new personality,
yeah,
and it's not like I was like, oh, that'd be really cool if that's a thing that
yeah.
happens. It's just like
It just
I feel
happens.
like
Yeah,
it's happening,
yeah.
and I don't know.
And I think that's the nice thing with D&D as well. Like, now that we've played it a little while, you see that over time,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, especially for new players, don't worry too much or too consciously about how your character is going to change or progress, because I think over time that happens naturally. If you connect with your
Yes.
character and you know kind of what they would be thinking, and over it just happens naturally, and then you know that the
Yes.
story progression is going to happen the way it happens, and I think that's so natural now. I don't ever think like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, am I thinking as me or as my character? I'm always thinking as my character,
No, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And oh, where was oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
where I was going with this. Also, I think like within the groups, and both groups, like the one I
Mm-hmm.
DM also has quite a nice dynamic,
Yeah.
but I think this the group with Sam that we're in, where
Yeah.
Gabby and I are both the players, we have such a good dynamic with
Definitely.
like within the group
Yeah.
as characters and players,
Mm-hmm.
that like so much of development is also happening within the group,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
that's
Yeah.
that's really like I love that aspect from the
Yeah.
game, that you have people who come together as characters, and
Yeah.
there's like this net of you influence your character, and your character's influenced by other characters, and
Yeah.
these characters are influenced by other players, but other
Yeah.
players also influence you, and I don't know, it's just everything's so connected, and it's
It just
very
fits.
dynamic, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, definitely. I would say that as well. Yeah. And I love
Mm.
that because there is that moment every time between the characters that it's like we can learn things from each other and we influence,
Mm-hmm.
and like my character now learns more spells that are something like your character would learn,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, or someone
Yeah.
else would be like, oh, you can teach me this, and yeah, it's lovely. It works really, really well. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of
So
D&D
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
We love
I
it.
think what we can take away from that is that if you have a lot of time and you have a group of good friends
Yeah,
and you get along with them, just play lots of D&D. Like it
definitely.
will bring you closer
Oh
together,
yeah.
and it will
100%.
it's so it's such a good way to spend
Yeah.
time, really.
Yeah, it is. You don't feel like you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like if
No,
you're
not
playing
at
a
all.
game, sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't have that much fun. But this, I never had that. So yeah.
No, not once, not once. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from D&D, what else did you do this summer?
Yeah, not too much else to be honest. I mean, I don't think I actually haven't played, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't played as many like console games recently. And I don't know what it is. I just maybe apart from Dead by Daylight, like we played that a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
I also tried that on my own like the other day, and I don't know, it's not as fun anymore. And I don't know if that's just the the players that I was put with at the time. You know, like the games were terrible. Let me tell you, I was like, I'm never playing without Denise again.
Oh my.
Yeah, but yeah, I just don't find the multiplayer games as fun at the moment on console.
No,
Yeah,
I have the same.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I love playing Dead by Daylight with
Mm,
you, and the couple of times that we got into it
yeah,
again were so much
yeah.
fun. But I didn't turn my PS4 on a lot this summer
No.
either. Maybe it was just too hot, and you know how the
Yeah,
PS4 gets really hot as well, and it's like basically a little oven
yeah,
inside your
yeah.
room, and it
It's an
just heats
airplane
everything
taking
up.
off,
Maybe
an
it's that.
oven, everything in one. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So I did finish finally. I think that was even in the beginning of the summer. I finished Greedfall. It's a game I
Oh,
bought like a year ago,
yeah.
and it took me a long time to finish it. And that actually, yeah, it's a game I can recommend. Very
Okay.
interesting ending, very nice choices. It's not, the best worked out RPG that
Mhm.
I've ever played, but I do think it's from a smaller studio, so like I'll completely overlook that.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
completely kind of, you know, ignore everything that could have been
Mhm.
done better with more money. But overall, I think it's a very, very interesting game with a very interesting storyline and really cool characters.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
So that was one that you finished this summer. Yeah,
yes, exactly. And
yeah,
that it was single player. I think
yeah.
that made it
Single
easier as
player.
well.
Yeah. I don't think I finished any single player games. I really wanted to finish Persona
Mhm.
this summer, but I don't know, I haven't gotten back into it yet. You know, like sometimes when you put a game down and you're just waiting for that
Mhm.
moment like that you finally want to play it again, because
Yeah.
it's not a bad game. I would love to finish it, but I feel like now it's been quite a while, like quite a time gap between. So yeah, maybe I'll finish that soon, but yeah, I haven't been playing a lot of console games in general. No.
Yeah, I also think, yeah, with single player games you sometimes have like a really complex game
Mhm.
with a lot of little mechanics, and
Yeah.
these are really hard to get into again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Persona because I haven't played it myself, but I do imagine it to be quite complex. Is that
um
possible?
I mean, the controls themselves, not they're not too difficult, but I don't know. I guess, yeah, I mean, maybe where I am now, it's of course the game is very story related, like story
Mm-hmm.
driven, and maybe at the point I am now, I'm just a bit worried, like, oh, have I forgotten some important details, or am I gonna be
Oh.
into it as much as I was, that sort
Mm-hmm.
of thing. And I
Yeah.
also
Yeah,
find
I feel that.
myself, like, I do this quite a lot, and it's a really bad habit, but if I really, really like the game and I know it's
Mm-hmm.
coming to an end, I almost just stop playing it because I don't want
Yes.
it to come to
Oh
an
my
end.
god, yes. I do that too sometimes. I do
Yeah.
that too.
So it's like
My
either,
boyfriend
yeah,
did this with The Last of Us too,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. Like The Last of Us as well. I actually haven't finished yet either. But I don't know. I didn't get that far into it. I just, what it was as well with that. It's that a lot of feedback of it, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like after, I don't want to spoil it, but after something big happens in the game, in case someone hasn't played it, um, yeah, it just, I don't know. It was just that moment. I was like, oh my god,
The big thing
yeah,
that happens at the beginning.
yeah, the big thing.
Yeah.
So I was a bit
I
like,
think, yeah.
and a lot of people
I
felt
think,
that way.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, no, sorry, go on, please. Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend, I got it for him
Mhm.
because I knew he was interested in playing it, and he like plays it only a couple of hours at a time and then puts it away again for a couple of weeks, and he says it's
Yeah.
just too intense. Like the
Yeah.
gameplay itself is really intense, the story is really, really fucking intense.
Yeah.
It's not a fun game. I mean, it's fun as in enjoyable,
Yeah.
but it's not like fun as in you're gonna have fun doing
Yeah.
this. It's more of a suffering kind of game, I guess.
Exactly. No,
So
that's a perfect way to put it, actually. Like, even just the
yeah.
parts that I've played have been very tough on you, and yeah, you kind of put the game down, you're still thinking about it, but not in a way like, yeah, oh, I had a lot of fun, with the game. It's a bit like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, I'm traumatized, what have I
Yeah.
seen? Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
100%, yeah. So maybe I'll probably do the same as your boyfriend, just like play it a little
Yeah.
bit and put it down
And then
again.
put it back again for a bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah. No, that's true.
yeah. I don't think it's a game you can just like play it once. Maybe
No.
some people can do that, but
Yeah.
I know I couldn't myself.
No.
I'm not gonna even pick it up because I know I can't handle it, especially not at the moment.
No, that's true.
I don't think I can play a game about a zombie pandemic while we're in an actual pandemic.
It hits too close to home at the moment.
Right?
Yeah.
Just too close. Nope.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
No, I understand. Yeah.
So yeah, is there any other games you've played or
Well,
thought
actually,
about?
there's two that we played a little bit at the start of the summer, like Fall Guys. We played a little bit. That was obviously still is very popular. But at the moment, again, I haven't been playing that much, and I feel with that sort of game, I can't do a lot of like long gaming sessions playing Fall Guys. Like I play it for a few games, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
At some point, it gets frustrating.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
And it's almost a bit too. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Like, it is frustrating. It's sometimes a bit too like. Almost too cheery for me, and maybe I sound really.
Oh, it's like, I guess, too simple or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's very bright and fun.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
easy.
But then at the same time, it's very
easy,
frustrating, and annoying sometimes.
It's a lot of impressions, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's a lot to handle for your brain, I guess.
Yeah.
And not like in an emotional way, just like in a sensory processing kind of way.
There's a lot going on in that game.
Yeah.
And
but I enjoy it a lot. I'm very bad at it, but I do enjoy it a lot. I think it's very fun.
Yeah. I think like with
friends... But
friends...
I haven't played it that much yet.
Yeah, no. I think we played it like once or twice together, like with all of us.
I think so, yeah.
So it is, it's fun with friends, but I as I said, I couldn't spend like, the whole day like having a binge sort of gaming session with Fall Guys.
Yeah.
It's not that type of game for me. It's kind of like, oh yeah, let's just give it a go and play a few games together. Yeah. But I think the other game that I have been enjoying a lot, and I want to like get you into it a bit more, is obviously Among Us. That's the other very popular game at the moment. That game is a lot of fun. That game almost reminds me not of D&D, but in the way that you have to talk a lot to your friends, and I miss that from normal sort of multiplayer games. Like even when, let's say, we play Dead by Daylight, we kind of play it, of course, but it's always like, what do we talk about? It's either like we're catching up about life in general, and then like the killer just comes out of nowhere, we have to run, or we talk about the game and how annoyed we are that someone's not unhooking us, or you know what I mean? So with this game Among Us, it kind of, like, not gonna lie, but it kind of makes you get to know your friends in a different way, because you have to tell if they're lying or not. And I think that's literally, I don't know, it's literally like showing you another side to people,
Oh damn, like the evil side.
Yeah, like the evil side. I just find it so interesting, like how everyone approaches the game, and I don't know, it's just so fun. It's so fun, and it is, for me at least, is bringing a lot of my friends together that I would never have imagined to be together in the same game. Ever,
Yeah, and quite a lot of people can play it at once, and I think that's really cool about it. Like, usually with games you have like a very strict group size.
Yeah.
For example, with Dead by Daylight, you can play just 2 together, but then it's not the same. You can play 3 together, but then you'll always have like one outsider in your group.
Yeah.
You can like play 4 or 5 together, I guess that's fun, but with 5 you always like have a friend as a killer, which is like a bit weird again.
Yeah.
And if it's more, it just doesn't work. But with this game, you can literally be 5 to, I don't know, 12 people,
10.
I think?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
So that, like, or 4 to 10, I think.
Yeah, I think the minimum is 4, but 5 is like the most fun that you can have in a small group, I think. Yeah. No, I think that's true. Like, the number size is good. The game is so simple that even like I have one of my best friends who's not really like a gamer. Like, she plays quite a few mobile games, that sort of thing. So I guess she's in that way, but she doesn't play a lot of like PC games or anything like that. But of course, this is crossplay, and she joins it, and she loves it because it's not like physically difficult to play, and it's a
No,
lot
not
of
at all.
fun. It's a lot of fun. So
I mean, I do play it because I have a Mac, so I can't install it.
yeah,
Like, I can't get it from Steam. I do play it on my phone, and
yeah,
it works great.
yeah,
It's sometimes a bit clumsy
yeah.
with the
Like the
walking
controls are a
around,
bit
and I walk
clunky.
into
Yeah,
walls a lot,
yeah.
and sometimes I
I
press
do that on
things and it doesn't
PC.
really
Don't
work.
worry.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
would too. But it works. It works,
Yeah.
and it's not just I guess it works, but
Yeah.
it like properly works, and you can enjoy yourself.
Yeah. No, I
Just if you like have to type, sometimes you
Oh,
have to
that's
discuss things
true.
while typing, and that's just very
Yeah.
slow.
But I think
But
now if
still,
we have a
yeah.
big enough group, we usually just like use the voice chat, and that I think
Yeah,
that works a
exactly.
bit
So
better
if you
as
just
well.
play among friends, you just hop
Yeah.
on Discord and chat over Discord.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so I find that so nice, so interesting to like see this other
Mhm.
side of everyone. And yeah, it was just so nice
Yeah.
the other time we played, because we had some friends from like North America, we had a friend from New Zealand, we had some friends all over Europe, and we're all just playing this little game and arguing about who killed who, and it's just so like fun. I don't know, I just love how it brings people together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a fun game, but that's something that we've been getting into at the moment, definitely.
Yeah. So we spoke a lot about the past in our summer. What are you looking forward to, game wise, in the future? Hint hint, PS5, hint hint.
Yeah, I mean the PS5 is coming. I'm actually really surprised that it's already like it's gonna be released in November, like mid-November. So it's literally 2 months away.
I think they were gonna say that, for the Christmas market and everything. I think it was always gonna be before Christmas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I think if you just put it out like in December, it could get a bit, not enough time for the Christmas, like for other, I don't know, moms buying the Christmas presents.
That's true. Yeah. No,
because I guess some normal organized people do shop Christmas presents on time.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, I've already started thinking about Christmas.
No, it's too early for me. It's still like 25 degrees outside.
No, because I get so stressed at Christmas. That's the thing, and I want to get everyone like a perfect present, so I have to start early, otherwise I get too stressed. Like all of December is like, oh my god, I'm like Santa Claus, Denise. I have like a list of people and their wishes, the presents, and I'm just sticking it all.
How nice were they? Yeah. How much money I'm gonna spend?
Literally Santa's workshop, yeah. But no,
oh, that's really nice though, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to PS5. It's obviously a bit pricey, so I don't know if I'll buy it like straight away. I mean, we just bought.
I know, I won't.
No, and I mean, we just bought a car. We're trying to get another laptop, so I think for us it's a bit like, oh, do we want to spend like 400 to 500 euros at the moment? Probably not, But yeah, also the games. What did you think of the games that are released? I know some of them. I don't know all of them at the top of my head at the moment, but
the one that's big for me is the new Horizon Zero Dawn. What was it gonna call?
Yeah.
New Horizons?
New Horizons.
No. That sounds wrong.
I was like, yeah, that sounds right.
Sure. No, just let's say Horizon 2 or something. Zero Dawn 2.
Oh wait a minute. Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh yes, Horizon.
So we
Forbidden
were like
West.
completely
you're
off.
Smart. You're smart, girl.
No, I just googled it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No one would have had to know.
Okay.
You could have
I just know
played it off as being
it.
really. Oh, I just shook my camera. I'm sorry. You could have played it off as being really smart. But yeah, no, that's the big one for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just kind of, there's been a lot of this disappointment in games the past few years, so I'm trying just to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
I really try not to get too much into things, and also, I don't know, with the whole COVID thing, I think a lot of games have been postponed.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because wasn't there the other one, 2077, what's it called? with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that one supposed to come out too?
It was supposed to.
September?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out this year, but now it's definitely not. It's postponed, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
so,
what.
I mean,
2077, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's no PS5 anyway. So, like, I just don't want to get, like, too fixated on certain games.
Yeah.
Because I just want to really stay open and see what comes. And then, you know, when the game comes out, I might read some reviews or something and then buy it.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I'm a burn child after Fallout 76.
Oh, everyone is, right?
Right, yeah, no.
No, I mean, I know some people enjoy it now. Like, I don't want to say, oh, it's a terrible game now, because I know there's been a lot of updates, and I'm sure some gameplay aspects of it are genuinely fun, but it was just that we pre-ordered the game. We were absolutely hyped for it because we got a group of us, we got 4 of us to, you know, all get together, play it. We were like, yes, this is the one, you know, this is the one for us.
This is our game.
This is our game. And then, yeah, we played it. It was just, I don't know, we just never touched it again, you know? So, yeah, that was tough.
And that's the thing, you know, I mean, it was our own fault for, know, pre-ordering. I don't think it, like, promised things that it didn't keep. It
wasn't fun.
Literally it just literally did the bare minimum, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't want to get that kind of hype for new games anymore.
No.
And that's why I'm also approaching the whole PS5, Horizon Zero Dawn and other new games aspect a little bit more carefully.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to get, like, super into it and then get disappointed again.
No, I agree with you. I think we'll definitely wait with buying it just until we know there's like a handful of games that we really, really want to play. They have good reviews, and if we buy the console, it's worth the money. Because I think, I don't know, like,
exactly.
At this point, I know a lot of people, of course, have already pre-ordered it, and they're still probably pre-ordering it, and I think that's fair enough, because I know one day I will definitely have that console too, like 100%. I will have it one day.
And if I was rich, then I would.
Yeah, right.
I
mean, if you have money to spend, like, sure, why not?
If I was a millionaire, I would like pre-order it and every single game that's been announced for it.
Like limited edition, everything. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think. Yeah, it's just at the moment it's kind of waiting. But I mean, I am excited though. I don't want to sound like, oh, you know, whatever, like big
Don't
news.
get me wrong.
Yeah,
there's and I think
so
there's
excited.
really cool stuff gonna come.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's like some games in the far future that I'm excited about. I know there's gonna be a Dragon Age 4. There's been the first reveals to that, but there especially because BioWare has fucked up before.
Yeah.
So I'm also like
gotta be a bit
being
cautious.
really careful of that.
Yeah. No, that's true. Actually, now that I think about it as well, because I was just thinking about like the graphics with the PS5, and that I'm excited like what the next gen console is gonna look like. But I have to say, the last single player game I played this summer was Ghost of Tsushima. I completely forgot. How dare I disrespect that fucking glorious game?
Did you finish that?
Yeah, I finished it in like a week.
You did finish. You never told me.
Yeah, no, I finished it in like a week.
Oh,
I definitely like went hard with that one. Definitely. No, that game it was amazing. I kind of saw the end coming, but the way they executed the ending was still like mind-blowing, you know, like the emotions that you felt and the story, like the characters you bonded so well with, it was still a very emotional ending either way, because it was like a choice sort of ending. So either choice you made, it was still really emotional, and yeah, I don't know, it was, I think for me at least, that was like the best way. And maybe this is why I haven't played a lot of games after that, because for me Ghost of Tsushima was the best way to end the PS4 generation. Like hands down.
I get that.
The graphics, the story, it was one of the best PS4 games I think I've played since I've
like
had
they
the
took
PS4.
Everything out of it they could, right?
They made it the best it could be, and maybe that's also unconsciously like the reason why I haven't played as many games, because I'm like, okay, I'm done. You know, this is where I want to end my PS4 journey.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely sense. Yeah, it's a good way to end.
But I do genuinely hope though that they do remake it for the PS5, because the graphics are beautiful, but I think if they had the PS5 like specs, it could be next level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I
We'll
guess.
see. We'll see if they do that.
But yeah.
But that for me was
And
the one.
yeah, yeah. I mean, saw a little bit when you were streaming, and it looked absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
I still think though
So
that you would enjoy it as well.
I will play it at some
Yeah.
point. I just, again, like I think the rest of this year I will be so crazy busy. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on my PS4
That's true.
that much anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, I do know how I am probably gonna end the PS4 generation. And I'm gonna like sit up a little bit because on my t-shirt is the biggest hint.
Oh.
No, there have been a lot of rumors about a Mass Effect remaster coming out on PS4 still, probably in October. Again, like I'm trying to keep my expectations low because it's still rumors and no one ever said like how much they're gonna do about it. Like, are they just gonna, spec up the graphics a little bit? Are they reworking some of the gameplay that was really clumsy in especially the first game? There's no information what it's gonna be like. If it is even true, like maybe someone's just like playing the whole word for the whole Mass Effect fandom for a fool, and it's just like, there's gonna be a remaster and nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that, and I know like I shouldn't put more money into BioWare milking something that kind of passed and they already fucked up a bit, but I love this game, and I want to play it. I want to play it with all the DLCs again, and
you just want to enjoy it one more time.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be like the perfect way for you to end the PS4 generation. 100%.
Yes.
We know how much Denise loves Mass Effect on this podcast.
It's my one true love. I'm sorry, Lucas, but Mass Effect is my one.
I mean, if he doesn't know that by now, he can't be with you. Do you know what I mean?
He does know.
Yeah. No, that would be great, I think. Yeah, that would be lovely to just play that one more time as a remaster. Yeah. Definitely. I was very impressed as well with the Final Fantasy that Mark played over the summer. The remake was made so well. Like, they added so much to it. At certain points, we felt like, okay, this is maybe a bit too much. It was a bit too grindy. And, but the game itself, it was really well done, I think. The graphics were just amazing.
It looked amazing. Yeah. But again, like, I don't think it's going to be a remake in that area, you know? I think they're just going to, like, smooth out some things. Put the graphics a little bit up. A little bit higher resolution. And that's it.
No, but I think even that is okay. I mean, it is a remake. That's what you can,
It is. It's fine. Yeah. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. I'd say, like, I do understand anyone who'd say I refuse to put money into that. Yeah. Because it is a little bit milking it. It is milking a series that in the end they fucked up a little bit. Yeah. But at the same time, maybe if it goes, like, if the remake sells well, maybe they're actually gonna put some time, effort, and money into a new Mass Effect.
That definitely could be. Yeah, because they can see, like, okay, the fan base is still going strong. They're still willing to spend money. Yeah. I think. Yeah. So I honestly, I think for me it's the same. Like, if I could, if the Sims team, like EA, if they decided to remaster The Sims 3, which I'm playing at the moment because I've just given up on Sims 4, if they decided to remake The Sims 3 that is actually playable normally and the graphics are better and the character creation is actually nice, I would definitely buy that, Denise. Like, no doubt in my mind. It's like, oh, EA? I don't know all of their past problems. Whatever. Buy the new game.
It's such a similar situation now, though, that I think about it. Because both is owned by EA. Yep. BioWare also belongs to EA. The last one, like Sims 3 and the Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 were actually really, really good games.
Same. Sims 1, 2, 3 were good.
Issues that they fucked up, but in itself they were really, really good game. And then they brought out a new one, which they wanted to go way overboard, but then fucked up.
Yeah. See?
Right?
It's just the same situation. Yeah. No, it is, honestly.
So, yeah.
I don't know what it is with these companies that they reach the heights of... what they can achieve for the game, but instead of kind of staying in contact with the fan base and asking, okay, what do you want for the next one? How can we improve it? What can we give you? They're like, yeah, you know what? Nah, we'll just do it the whole other freaking way, you know? Who cares?
And they kind of ride these weird trends.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not sure about The Sims, but with Mass Effect Andromeda,
Yeah.
it was when all these open world games started to do
Yeah.
really, really well. And they were like, let's do open world, but they fucked it up
I mean,
so bad.
talking about trends, Denise, can we just talk about the fact that Sims 4 new expansion is Star Wars? Star Wars. Like, if that's not a trend, then what is it? I think that's all that EA does at the end of the day care about. It's like, oh, what is trendy? What is gonna get us the sales? And the fact that, for me, this is why I stopped playing The Sims 4 now, the fact that the Star Wars world is an expansion that you can't even really interact with as a player in the game, but also that it's a big advertisement for the Star Wars world in the Disney in real life. That's all it is. It's an advertisement. Because it's not from the Star Wars galaxy, it's from the Disney world. That's it.
Oh, yeah, of
right?
course, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and that just upsets me so much because I'm like, okay, I love Star Wars, I love Sims. This would have been a crossover that I would have been like, yes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. My two like favorite things coming together, great. But the fact that they don't even, like, the Force isn't even in the game. Anyone can wield the freaking lightsaber. Kylo Ren is just walking around the neighborhood. It's like, come on. What is this? Just imagine, like, Kylo Ren walking down the street in your own little neighborhood, like where your grandma lives, and just getting out a freaking lightsaber.
Murder him. Put him in the pool and take the ladder out.
Oh man. So yeah, it's just that it's the fact that it's the way that EA executes these things that it's just disappointing.
I don't know. What I miss about games is them just being like, okay, I know we said we're gonna like release it that month, but we can't manage, there's still a lot to do, we'll release it later and then do that. Like, I miss that so much.
Yeah. Because I don't think anyone genuinely minds waiting a little bit longer for a game that is going to be like 10 out of 10. You know, that they're absolutely going to love and enjoy playing for a long time.
You know which game did that? Animal Crossing, New Horizons.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out earlier and then they postponed it. And they just said, I'm sorry, we don't think we're ready yet.
And that's fine.
And it's a good decision.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like,
and at the end of the day, it came out at a good freaking time when we were all in lockdown, right?
Damn, I think, oh my god, that was, I don't know, it was destiny or something.
Definitely. Oh, so
the universe was looking down on us and was like, okay, during that time you'll need something. We're gonna fuck up Animal Crossing so it releases later so you can get into it with the lockdown.
100%. So weird how it all happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
Didn't it like come out on 12th of March? Do I remember that right?
I don't know, girl. I don't know the date anymore at the top of my head.
I mean, I might just be making stuff up now, but I think like literally the game came out at 12th of March, I think. And the lockdown in Switzerland, I think, started at 11th. So it's like perfect timing.
Maybe Animal Crossing is behind all of this, huh?
Oh my god, Animal Crossing made COVID. We figured it out.
We figured it out.
It's Nintendo's fault.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's coming from Asia. Nintendo's Asian, so that's gonna be it.
We connect the dots over here, guys. You know, we're just figuring this all out.
No.
Oh no.
God,
but yeah, no, definitely. No. That's also a nice game, definitely, and I'm glad they waited. Like, why not? I think that's such a nice.
And I'm actually still playing it.
Yeah.
I'm still. I like stopped for a month at some point, and I was so scared to go back into because I thought all my villagers moved away and hate me now. But it's very forgiving. It is the game.
I had the same
also completed to older compared to older versions of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it's not
like,
savage.
It's no problem to stay away for a month and then come back. They will make some comments, but usually they're very sweet.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
they're more worried.
Were you stuck on the TV for all the time? Why didn't you call me over? I could have joined you or something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, they are definitely more forgiving in this one. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's a nice game to just definitely play when you have a spare moment.
Yeah.
Easy-going game. Yeah. But yeah, there we go. So, I think we can kind of wrap it up here.
I think so, yeah.
We ended at a good place. Obviously, PS5, yeah, we'll keep a lookout and maybe we'll do another episode at a later point when more games are released.
So when it comes out or something,
exactly.
or when we finally get it, so
Yeah.
like in 5 years.
In 5 years, 10, we'll let you guys know. Keep updated, keep listening to us.
I'll get
then.
the PS5 on sale when PS6 comes out. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get the PS5 ASAP, which is not very soon.
No.
But as soon as possible.
As soon as we can, yeah. And yeah, I think the next episode, it could also be D&D related, just to let you guys know, because we're riding that wave at the moment.
Yep.
But we could have...
We're riding out.
Yeah. We could have a special
EA
guest.
can milk Sims and Mass Effect as much as possible, we can milk D&D.
Oh my god, I mean, it's true, right? We learn from what we were around, So yeah.
Just the way of the world.
It is. So we might have a special guest for the next episode, so you guys can definitely look forward to that. And hopefully we'll be back, I don't know, we'll see.
So I think probably we'll only do like an episode every second week, maybe even every month.
Yeah.
It's just like everything's very new for us. Obviously, like COVID changed a lot of things. I'm back to studying full time. So it's still a lot of figuring things out, which is normal, I guess.
It is.
I guess every one of you also has the same issue.
Yeah, it's definitely part of life. So yeah, just look forward. We'll be back soon. Don't worry, we're not gonna go away and disappear for another 3 months.
We're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Nope.
So everyone, take care, stay safe, of course, and we'll catch you soon. Yeah. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.